Hi, everybody. My name is Mike Sowers. I'm the pastor at Buies Creek First Baptist Church, and Marty has asked that I share a little bit about what we're doing with a church app and how that can be effective for your church as you move forward. I just want to go over a few things with our app, why we chose to get one, what it does for us, and then I'm going to show you some examples of what it looks like on our page and how we're using it. But we started working with a company called Subsplash. The representative from Subsplash is actually a Campbell graduate, so we were able to connect that way. And they do a lot of church apps across our state and work with a lot of nonprofit organizations as well. But one of the things I really liked about the church app that they had in the process was that, number one, it was easy. The templates were easy. I'm pretty technologically savvy, but not tremendously on the back end of things, and so this really, for me, was a real a plus as we were looking for an app. But one of the things we wanted to do with it is to enhance our communication, the ability to get out information not only to church members but also to have people be able to access things that we're doing that we want to really use as a communication tool to the community. That has been invaluable during this time, especially with this COVID-19. So we use communication, but also the second benefit of that has been the ability to have an easy way for people to get event information and sign up for events. That has been critical. Our sign-ups have just gone. I mean, I can't even describe how many, based on what we used to get people to sign up for pen and paper in the fellowship hall or other places, to having that on the church app. It has gone up tremendously, which helps us prepare better for things that we're doing, whether it be a missions dinner, whether it be a Bible study that we're starting new and having to buy books for and things like that. So it has been a tremendous thing. Also, I'd say the third thing is how we've been able to send out notifications. One of the things I love about the app is that when we have something, whether it be a prayer request, an announcement, the ability to send out a notification, get that to all of our church members just instantaneously, where in the past we would have had to rely on a phone tree system, an email system where people may or may not have emails that are current. But it also allows us to target those notifications. So we have different groups people can sign in for. I want to be a part of the youth notifications, children, prayer notifications, or be a part of the general church notifications. So I just want to show you a little bit of some features on this that hopefully will help. So here's what our church app looks. This is not what our church app looks like. This is what our church app looks like. When you open the church app from a phone, and we have our church app on multiple platforms. We have it on Google Play Store, we have it on the Apple Store, we have it on Amazon, and so people are able to access those into those three platforms. This is our main page. This is what it looks like currently, and there's some features here that you can see, and I'll show you with this little cursor across the top here. If you click on that Watch Now feature on our app, it goes directly to our YouTube page, which allows people, whether on their iPad, iPhone, phone, Amazon, Fire Stick, whatever they're watching on, they're able to access our services on our YouTube page directly. Not only do they get to see it live, but it also captures it there, and they can watch it other times during the week if they missed it live. Of course, during this time, we have our COVID-19 update, just keeping everybody informed of what's going on. Prayer requests, this allows people to submit prayer requests, and it goes straight to our email, so we're able to capture that. Also, we have a giving tab. People can give through our app just like they can through our website. And then we have the Connect card, which is down at the bottom. This is basically like what you would do in the pew if you were visiting the church, fill out the information. The great thing about this is it allows us to capture that information on an Excel sheet, and so it makes it a little easier for follow-up. One of the things I love at the bottom, so if you see down here at the bottom, these are the pages you can click to. One is our media page. We use this a lot. So this is the media tab, and if you click on that, it takes you to our sermon series and also a teaching series. Currently, I'm going through a sermon series, Hope is Greater Than Fear, and also on this we have our series on John that we're in the middle of, kind of put on pause because of this. And then our youth are going through a series in Ephesians right now, and so that series is also on there as people click on that. If you click on hope versus fear, so if we were to click on that, it would go to this, which is the actual series. Sorry about that, I'll click too much. These are the two sermons that are in that series right now, and if you click on one of those, it'll go to the actual sermon. And there's a couple features here that I really like and people seem to use quite a bit. There is once the sermon is uploaded, we usually do that on Monday, you can go back and you can actually listen to that sermon. You can watch the sermon if you click up here where the cursor is. We also have a feature where you can take sermon notes. Those are active on Sunday morning. So if people are listening to the sermon and they want to take notes, we have a place there where they can go and the sermon, I put an outline in there and people can follow along with those. So it's a pretty good feature that we have with this app, and it allows people to stay engaged without having to have multiple layers of paper that we're printing off every week and things like that. Also, we'll start doing this once again once we start gathering again, but we will put another block right here that has the bulletin on there. So if somebody is watching on Facebook or watching on YouTube, they can have a bulletin. But also while they're there in the church, if a lot of our college students especially don't like to tote around a lot of paper, and this allows for that to happen. Also, as I was mentioning earlier, we can send out notifications. So if, like in this case, we're doing a food drive, we're going to continue to do that throughout this crisis. So yesterday I sent out a notification to everyone who has our app downloaded and has notifications turned on, which is about 350 people. They got an app, or they got a notification on their phone that just had this information, and then they can actually click on this view item and it takes them to a deeper page that shows them a little more about the food drive and get information. But that's part of our communication piece, is that we can instantly communicate to our folks. This is again back to the main page. This is our main app page, and just a couple more features that I want to just share with you that are important for us and we use. Down at the bottom, you'll see this is the welcome page. So you'll see those 5 items. There's the media tab, which I took you through. There's also a Bible portal that does 2 things. It takes you to a daily Bible reading. So if you want to read through the Bible in a year, it gives you a plan to do that. It also allows you to just read the Bible online. It has all the Bible downloaded there on that app, and you can go through there. Again, we already talked about giving, and then all of our events. You can click on that, and for us, you can choose. We use our app and our website by the same company, by Subsplash is the name of the company. And so anything that we put on the website as far as events or media, it automatically gets put onto our church app and vice versa. And so they talk to each other. We don't have to add and double up on things like that. So I would just say, sort of to kind of wrap things up a little bit as far as the app, a few things that it's allowed us to do. We have been able to communicate better with our church members. We've been able to have events that have sign-ups, and those sign-ups have gone up, like I said, tremendously. And it's allowed us to reach out to people, especially during this time, and I think that will continue online, allow them to communicate back with us. I've just been amazed. One of the things that I'll just share with you briefly. One of the things that we've seen that I certainly was not expecting, we get a lot of prayer requests through the church app. People just go on there and they can give their name, they can give who they are, and we can contact them back or they can do it anonymously, and we can just pray for them. And so it's really been a good tool for us. The cost, it varies. I'm sure Subsplash runs specials back and forth. The cost is around $140 a month, and that's to manage the app. It's to manage our website. What we were paying in a lot of different things with our website and other things, it's a little bit more, but not much. I mean, it's just a little bit more, and it gives us so many more features as we process through all of this. So that's just a little bit about what our app is, what it does. I'll be glad to, I'm sure Marty will put out my contact information in this video. I'll be glad to talk with you about it, get you connected with Subsplash. I don't, it doesn't matter which company you go with. We just found that Subsplash is an organization that understands churches in particularly, and also having a connection with Campbell. We were excited about that. So anyway, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, like I said, hopefully Marty will put my contact information in this email that he sends out with these videos. But love to answer any questions, and certainly it has been a good thing for our church.